Have you ever tried to interact with a link inside an iframe, only to find it frustratingly unresponsive? If that's you, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into how to catch click events on links inside an iframe in Angular. I completely understand how annoying it can be when you want to control the behavior of an iframe, but feel limited by its restrictions. You're definitely not alone in this struggle. Many developers face similar challenges. Here's the specific question we're addressing today. One user asked, is there a way to catch a click on a link inside an iframe? They mentioned that their iframe component subscribes to observable variables, but struggles to handle click events. Sound familiar? Let's explore this together. So, why is this happening? Iframes create a separate browsing context, which can complicate event handling. We'll break down the steps to effectively catch those click events and manage the iframe's behavior. And stick around. I've got a crucial tip at the end that will help you decide whether to use router.navigate or location.go for your iframe links. To catch a click event on a link inside an iframe, the user should first ensure that the iframe is properly set up in their Angular component. This includes using the viewChild decorator to access the iframe element. Next, the user needs to add an event listener to the iframe's document. This should be done in the ng after view init lifecycle hook to ensure the iframe is fully loaded before trying to access its content. Now, the user should implement the iframe click handler method. This method will handle the click event, allowing the user to stop the event's propagation and navigate to the desired URL. Finally, the user can decide how to navigate to the new URL. They can use either the Angular router's navigate method or the location service to change the URL without reloading the page. Fun fact, did you know that iframes were first introduced in HTML 4.0? They have come a long way, but they still present unique challenges for developers today. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative approach suggested by another user is to use the host listener decorator. This method triggers an event when the iframe is clicked, specifically using the window blur event. Now, let's dive into a different answer from another user. An alternative approach suggested by another user is to use a simple one-click event directly on the iframe. They recommend modifying the iframe code to include an on-click attribute that calls a clicked function. Let's take a moment to review another user's answer. An alternative solution provided by another user suggests a similar approach to handling clicks inside an iframe. They recommend using the viewChild decorator to reference the iframe and then adding an event listener for click events. The iframe click handler function can be used to trigger an alert when a link inside the iframe is clicked. It's important to note that this method may not work for cross-domain iframes due to security restrictions. Here's the crucial tip I promised. When deciding between router.navigate and location.go, consider your application's routing needs. Router.navigate is great for Angular routing, while location.go is better for traditional navigation. And there you have it. You should now be able to catch click events on links inside an iframe. Remember, mastering iframes can greatly enhance your Angular applications. If you found this helpful, hit the subscribe button for more tips, and don't miss our next video on advanced Angular techniques.